May mga reports na majority or unanimous daw po yung naging decision ng Supreme Court. So, ibig sabihin, kung makita mo na maraming pumirma doon, lahat sila, pagpa-file po ng impeachment complaint, hindi kaya magka-vacuum naman sa Supreme Court kung magkaganon?
Problema na ngayon ng Chief Executive yan kung paano papalitan agad ang mga Supreme Court Justices kung sila ay ma-impeach. At yan naman ay naka-ready naman dyan ng Judicial and Bar Council kasi palagi namang may listahan yan eh. So hindi magkakaroon ng vacuum yan. And actually kami, nung nasa practice pa ako, nakasanayan ko na yung Supreme Court ay mabagal mag-issue ng decision eh. There are cases na inaabot na ng taon-taon, hindi pa nila na-decisionan eh. So, vacuum does not even pose a problem.
Yun yung sinasabi niya, this has happened twice. This happened twice already.
Oo.
At saka yung premature release.
Oo, yung premature release.
Oo, bakit nung una hindi ho kayo nag-complain?
Ano una?
Opo.
Busy ako eh, sa mga mas mahalagang bagay.
Naka-appoint mo lang.
Oo, tsaka ka-appoint ko lang eh. Ito pa nga tingnan yung coincidence na to. The disbarment was announced one day after I was appointed by President Bongbong Marcos. Ito namang findings of penalty and yun daw perjury ko is also one day after I issued a statement that Sara will not win in 2028. So talagang pinipik lang ako dito ng Supreme Court. Kung tutuusin, mas maraming mga abogado na mas malaki ang kasalanan. Example, si Laila De Lima, she admitted before the whole world that she was immoral by cohabiting with her married driver. Buong Pilipinas yan. Nasa Senate hearing yan eh. Ano ginawa ng Supreme Court? Wala. O di ba immoral ground yun? Pangalawang kasalanan ni Laila De Lima, she defied the order of the Supreme Court. She defied the temporary restraining order directed at the DOJ not to prevent President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo from seeking for medical reasons abroad. Ang nangyari, dinify niya yung TRO. Anong ginawa ng Supreme Court? It was an order of the Supreme Court itself. Ano ginawa ng Supreme Court kay Laila De Lima? Wala. Sabi nila, I perjured in that impeachment case. That's the allegation of the Supreme Court. In a hearing, and back hearing mismo, personal, actual, sa pagdinig ng writ of kalikasan, Chel Jokno lied to his teeth when he submitted an authorization to file the case of writ of kalikasan in behalf of the fishermen in Pangasinan. No? Right there and then, na-discover na pineke ni Chel Jokno yung verification at saka yung authorization ng mga fishermen. Anong ginawa ng Supreme Court? Kahit nga topic, wala eh. Talaga may favoritism sila. At ako lang kanila, because of politics. Because of politics. Ano ginawa nila kay Chel Jokno? Kay Laila De Lima? Wala. So talagang napakalaki ng bias ng Supreme Court. Napakalaki ng bias ng Supreme Court. In fact, some of them, tinulungan kong ma-appoint. Kasi noong time na yun, I was in good terms with President Duterte. Some of them, tinulungan kong ma-appoint. Pero tumawag sila sa akin, wala raw sila magawa kasi ni-insist daw ni Leoning. Ngayon, dahil daw magkakasama sila sa Korte Suprema araw-araw, ayaw naman nila daw na magkaroon sila ng animosity. So nakisama na lang rin silang pumirma. But during the deliberations, some of the justices in the disbarment case, some of the justices even objected. Pero wala na lang silang magawa. So pumirma na lang rin sila. Kaysa sa mag-away sila, milyonin araw-araw.
Sir, Sir, you cited a number of complaints or alleged violations of the Supreme Court of the rules. Ano yung unang-una yung gagawin time? Are you going to anyway, unang-una, are you going to file a motion for reconsideration? Number 2, are you going to tell them to file a complaint against them now or tuloy na kayong magpapile na kayo ng impeachment case?
Ay, hihintayin ko muna siyempre yung copy ng decision. Kasi alam mo lang, pag nag-file ka sa House of Representatives, dapat meron ka original copy.
So you will no longer seek a reconsideration?
Oo, wala. Ito pa isa. Talagang ito, persecution ito ng Supreme Court. Isipin mo doon sa kanilang inilabas na announcement that I am not entitled to judicial clemency. Isipin mo, wala ka pa nga binibigay decision. Wala pa nga yung process of filing motion for the reconsideration. Sinara mo na agad yung pinto. That means talagang pinag-iinitan nyo lang ako. Isipin mo yun, nakalagay doon sa kanilang notice na I am not entitled to judicial clemency. Lahat nga ng kaso, even murder, even multiple murder, binibigyan pa rin ng pagkakataon na mag-apela. Ito, in an alleged perjury of some statements which is in the House of Representatives na hindi naman nila jurisdiction, binura agad nila yung aking chance to file a motion for reconsideration. Kasi sabi nila, I am not entitled to judicial clemency. Bakit ganon? So talagang namuliti ka dito ang Supreme Court. Saklang mali ang kanilang decision. Talagang dito, they violated my fundamental rights. And they encroach on the power of the Congress to exclusively try and hear impeachment complaints. Kung ang impeachment complaint ay inihain sa Kongreso, walang pakialam ang Supreme Court. Ngayon, kung sinasabi nila na dapat ako ay nag-perjury doon sa impeachment case, which is not true. Hindi ako nag-perjury doon kasi it was confirmed, it was affirmed by no less than former Chief Justice Teresita de Castro. That allegation about the TRO was explained and testified to by no less than former Chief Justice Teresita de Castro. So anong perjury ko doon? Yung Congress mismo, hindi nagsabi na nag-perjury ako. Sila pa? Hindi nga. They do not even have a copy of the transcript of the hearings in the House of Representatives. So how can they assume and conclude that I committed perjury? Tapos sabi nila, kasi sa IBP na case siya. Kung yun yung Supreme Court, sinasabi ko, walang jurisdiction. What more with the IBP? Anong klaseng logic meron sila? So talagang halatang halata na ito minadali dahil sa pamumulitika nila. That information and knowledge of the TRO came from one of the justices of the Supreme Court, one associate justice. In fact, some documents in that impeachment case was provided to me by one of the associate justices of the Supreme Court. So how can I go wrong? How can I go wrong? The information and the documents was given to me, provided to me by some of the employees in the Supreme Court, and one of them is even an associate justice of the Supreme Court. And the one who affirmed my allegations in that complaint is no less than Chief Justice Teresita de Castro. So how can I go wrong? How can I perjure? Diba? Logic Logic. Of course, I cannot name the associate justices who helped me in that complaint. Kasi galit sila rin kay Lourdes Sereno. Maraming empleyado sa Supreme Court. Galit din sila. Every time I go there, meron na lang sasalubong sa akin, sir, itong mga dokumento, magagamit nyo ngayon. Oh. In fact, the Supreme Court itself released an official copies of some of the documents that I have used in my impeachment complaint in the House of Representatives. Officially approved by the justices of the Supreme Court, yung pagbigay ng dokumento sa akin. So, paano nila masasabi na nag-perjure ako? It is on record na yung mga dokumento ay nanggaling din sa Supreme Court. So, wala talagang walang basihan itong sinasabi ng Supreme Court na nag-perjure ako. Wala silang jurisdiction din sa kasong yan. If they believe that I committed perjury in that impeachment complaint, ibalik nila si Sereno. Sila yung nagtanggal kay Sereno, di ibalik nila ngayon. Para hindi na Chief Justice si Sigismundo. Yun ang logic yan Mali pala yung impeachment complaint ko. O therefore, mali din yung inyong quo warranto. Because the quo warranto was based also on the allegations and evidences gathered in my impeachment complaint. Nasa decision yan ng quo warranto case. Nasa decision yan. Page 15, you can see there. Sa decision kay Sereno. Kaya wag nila sabihin na nag-perjure ako. Pinaniwalaan nga nila yung aking mga ebidensya doon. Ibalik nila si Sereno kung gano'n.